it's the only thing that I'm about is cashing in and cashing out. Trick the crowd and stash the dough. Trick your man and send him home. Retaliate, me take you out. My heart colder than
Wagwan, what's good? It's your girl Yasu, and I'm back with another motherfucking video. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Today, we'll make some African food. Okay? Specifically, we are going to make some okra soup with white fish and ogu leaves. Okay? I literally had to go on YouTube and TikTok to figure out how to make this because yeah. I think I did pretty well, but watch the video. Okay, so we're starting off by seasoning our fish. I just used some Maggi all-purpose seasoning and some we have our vegetable seasoning that we're gonna cut up right now and blend to make our pepper sauce. Before that, I'm actually going to prepare the okra. I just boil it with a little bit of water until it gets sticky because this is frozen as well. Literally only boiled it for 2 to 3 minutes. Now we're gonna blend our pepper sauce. Starting off the pot with some onions and green onions. Oh look, my okra is just about done. Well, it's still frozen in the center, so what I should have done was let it melt completely and then put it on the stove because you're actually not supposed to cook out this okra for too long or it's not going to be sticky anymore. It's going to be dry. It's still going to taste good, but you won't get that nice sticky feeling when you're trying to pick it with the pounded yam. So yeah, that's what happened to me. My okra ended up cooking for too long, but nevertheless it still tasted good. I added my fish and some water to cook down. A little bit more seasoning. Maggi to be exact. Okay, so the pepper sauce is ready. I'm actually going to add some chili peppers to the pepper sauce just to make it a little bit more spicy. I'm not a big fan of spice either, but Nigerian food, like Caribbean food on a whole, is usually spicy. So, you know, I couldn't make this dish without adding the spice that it should have. And even then, it wasn't too spicy for me. But yeah, spice to your own desire. Okay, so I put the fish pot aside because that fish has cooked for to some extent. Now I'm going in with some palm oil. The pot was already hot before I added the palm oil, so I'm just gonna go straight in with the pepper sauce. Let that simmer and cook for a few minutes together. So I added some more Maggi to the pot to this. I know I'm just adding some garlic. I really love garlic in my food. I love the garlicky taste in my food, and garlic is actually, good for you. But yeah, the garlic taste wasn't overpowering at the end of the pot also. But yeah. Now I'm adding the rest of the water from the fish pot into the main pot. And now we're gonna allow this to cook. Now this is just onion powder I added. Now time for my dried fish. Stirring in that very well, mixing very, very well. Then I'm gonna add my eggs. I added eggs because I wanted to, not because, I saw anybody do it. Because I really didn't see anybody add any egg to their okra soup, the videos I watched. So now I'm adding my cooked okra. So this is where I went wrong when I said I let the okra cook for too long. Because I should have let this pot cook completely finish and then added the okra last. I didn't do that because okra was already cooked. So you see how it's nice and sticky right now and gooey? By the end of this pot, it wasn't sticky and gooey anymore because the okra had cooked for too long. Don't make that mistake. The okra only needs to be cooked for 2 to 3 minutes and you're Gucci. Alright? Now I'm adding my ogu leaves. Again, the ogu leaves was also frozen. So the time that it had to take to like unfreeze in the pot, that time was like cooking the life out of the okra. So now I'm adding some tofu. And then last thing I think I'd add to this pot is the fish. But yes, Make sure if you get the frozen leaves and the frozen anything, make sure it is completely thawed out before attempting to cook, because it does affect, see, you see that it's no longer sticky, because it does affect the rest of the ingredients in the pot when you cook it for too long. So yeah, don't do what I did. Nevertheless, my dish did taste exquisite. Yeah, I think I did pretty well. But when I do this again, I'm actually going to try my best to not cook out the okra. I know for my favorite part, well, not so favorite part, but you know, is my favorite part is eating the pounded yam, but to make it is a hell of a thing. So also with the pounded yam, no, I made a mistake. What I should have done, I saw a hack on TikTok where this young lady, she mixed the pounded yam mix or the fufu mix inside of cool water, mixed it out completely, and then she placed it on the stove. So the way I'm actually doing it in this video, it didn't turn out well because I had a lot of clumps and everything. I literally had to go off camera and make it the proper way so I could, you know, eat it. The first round of pounded yam, it wasn't giving. I ended up having to put too much water because I was trying to get rid of the clumps, and it didn't work out. It was way too soft. So the next day I had to make it properly, just like how the lady on TikTok said. Mixed it with some cool water first. Once that's mixed out completely with no lumps, then you put it on the stove and turn on the heat and let that cook while stirring occasionally. That's what I should have done. So right here, so I'm just gonna cut out the rest of this because yes, I already told you how to correct the foolishness that I'm doing right now. But yeah, let's move on. Now for my absolute most favorite part, dishing the food and getting deep and down into this okra soup and pounded yam. Listen, exquisite. If I'm being completely honest, the amount of seasoning I put into this, I'm surprised it was a little bit fresh. So I just added some salt and I was Gucci. But yes, I thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the post notification bell to be notified when I make another post. And I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye.
As massive babes. I have to worry about nothing still I see.